Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hopefully you are doing well today. Let's get into our email. See what we have for today. This first one is from Gradball in his poor English. It says, Othrog want Gradball's shiny gem, but not know where it is. Othrog is bad goblin. In desk is good hiding place. Bad goblin not find it there, but Gradball find Othrog in office. He say, he just looking for stapler. Gradball think Othrog lying, get angry and smash Othrog. Now Othrog not work good. Gradball protect shiny. Bad goblins not get shiny. No one gets shiny. Shiny belong to Gradball. But Gradball's computer get virus, not know how. Maybe when Gradball tried to find free download of movie with Lady Goblin. Gradball gets so lonely. Oh my. Computers say things like, virus detected and warning your computer may be infected. Gradball not like these words. Get angry and smash computer. Now computer not turn on. You fix for Gradball. Make bad words. Go away. P.S. You not get shiny. Shiny belong to Gradball. Gradball really likes his shiny gems or whatever it is. Let's go ahead and accept that one. This next one says, hello. So I hear you work. I hear you're good at building PCs. Can you get this PC to hit 7843 in benchmarks? You've got to get it done in 7 days. An AIO water cooler would give me some headroom for overclocking later on. Have you heard of Corsair? They're meant to be pretty good. I know used parts can be cheaper, but I'd like new ones, please. So a budget of $4,250 to get a 3D Mark score of 7843. I think we can make that happen. Let's go ahead and accept that one. And then this one says, I need some help. Can I trust you to build me a decent computer? I want the CPU to be cooled with a custom loop. Please can you overclock the CPU to 4692 megahertz? It's urgent, so please hurry. I read that EK parts are really good. So budget of $4,500 and a water-cooled CPU. Pretty sure we can water-cool that whole computer for $4,500. Let's go ahead and accept that one. So let's go back to this PC. Let's see. So to get 7843, all right, I'm going to step away, get some parts put in the shopping cart for this build, and I will be right back. For this first build, we're going to go with a Gigabyte X570 Aorus Extreme motherboard, a Ryzen 9 3950X, a Corsair H150i 360mm AIO, 4 sticks of Corsair Vengeance, 8 gig 3600 MHz, a Gigabyte Aorus RTX 2080 Super, Corsair RM850 power supply, a Corsair MP500 M.2 drive 960 gigabytes. We're going to put that in the Corsair Crystal Series 570X RGB. All right. So for this next build, we need to pull up our custom water cooling shop. I'm going to get some parts put in the cart for this one, and I will be right back. All right, so for this water cooling build, we're going to do everything EK for the water cooling parts. We've got an EK block, reservoir, radiator, and GPU. All of them are RGB. The GPU is a GTX 1080 Ti. As for the rest of the build, we're going to go with an EVGA Z370 motherboard, an i7 8086K, 4 sticks of Patriot Viper RGB RAM, 8 gig, 4133 megahertz, 850 watt Supernova power supply, 2 terabyte M.2 drive, 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. We're going to put that in the EVGA DG77 case in black. We're also going to add in 4 of these InWin Polaris RGB case fans. All right, let's go ahead, order all this stuff for next day delivery. We can go end our day, we can get in our parts, and we can get in Gradball's computer, see what he broke by hitting it. There we go. All right. Let's get our parts here. Must be some PC-based stuff. Let's get that put up there. We'll get this case put on that workbench. And this one over here. Let's get the right names with the right people, though. Lethal James over here. And Jay Shelley over here. All right, let's take a look at Gradball's computer. Diagnose and fix. Let's pull the side panel. Oh, wrong side. Pull the side panel off of this thing. See if it powers on. Absolutely nothing. Oh, this is that case that has the floating metal piece. Look at that. Defies gravity and physics. Okay. Let's see if it's the power supply. Let's remove all these cables. Let's pull this power supply out. Let's take a look at it here. Broken. Gigabyte 850 watt. So let's go order one of those. Let's close out this water cooling shop. All right, power supplies. There we go. Let's do a same-day delivery. Hopefully this is the only thing wrong with it, so we don't have to spend a whole bunch in shipping. Let's get this new power supply installed. Let's get rid of this broken one. Let's cable it all back up, and we can see if this thing works. Oh, we've got power. Okay, let's close this gravity-defying piece of metal. And go ahead and get a USB drive installed. We'll get our virus scanner on here. What are we, the virus scanner? And we'll see how many infected files Gradball has. I'm trying to look at his naughty videos. 465. Let's clean that up. This thing is ready to go. Let's get the side panels put back on it. We can get this thing out in the hallway and get working on our first build. All right, out in the hallway with you. Let's get this case taken apart. Let's see. Hoping the 360 AIO will fit here in the front. Looks like it should. But I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and get our motherboard installed. So this Gigabyte. Get that all screwed down. Let's get this thing ready for RAM and CPU. All right, let's get our CPU in first. Let's do fits this PC. We've got the 3950X. Might be the first time I think I'm building with the 3950X. Let's go ahead and get our memory in. We've got Corsair Vengeance. Here we go. 8 gig, 3600 megahertz. Get all of that installed. Then we can go ahead and get some thermal paste on here, as well as getting our cooler installed. Got the Corsair H150i. There we go. It's perfectly right in the front. Let's see if we can get our storage installed. We've got the Corsair MP500 somewhere. Here it is. We'll get that installed. So get some of these out of the way and we can get our graphics card in. Got the Gigabyte RTX 2080 Super. And then we just need to get the power supply installed. Which is this Corsair RM850. Okay. Let's cable this up. Let's see, what color should we go with? Maybe we'll just do something simple like some white. There's white in here. This ought to look pretty nice. Let's get some of this case put back together, though. Get this grid on. Get the front panel. That should be good. Okay. Let's grab our USB drive. We can go ahead and power this thing up. Hop into the BIOS. We're going to go ahead and turn our XMP on. We will let this OS get installed. Get 3D mark on here. Yeah, we might want to change some colors. Let's go ahead and get our lighting app on as well. Gotta have everything looking nice. Can't have all those crazy colors. Let's see, let's make everything purple if we can. There we go. That works for me. All right. So I'm going to get 3D Mark running. We need to get a 3D Mark score of 7843, which I'm pretty sure this build will beat. But as soon as I have a score, I will come right back. So there you have it, 10,740. We needed 7,843. Definitely beat that score. Let's go ahead and get this case put back together. We can start working on our custom water-cooled build. Get the side panel on over here. I think that turned out really well. Let's get this thing out in the hallway. And we can get to work on this next build. Let's get this case taken apart. Get everything off of it here. Let's get these fans out. Side panel off. And we've got this back panel piece, as well as PSU cradle, and we'll get rid of this fan. There we go. Oh, we may as well take this off as well, because that will need to be out of our way. Let's go ahead and get our motherboard installed. We've got the EVGA Z370 for the win motherboard. Get that all screwed down. Get this thing ready for RAM and CPU. If I can click right, there we go. Get the CPU in there. We've got the 8086K, as well as 4 sticks of a Patriot Viper. I don't know why I'm installing it all weird. This is getting 4 sticks. There we go. Go ahead and get that out of the way. And we can go ahead and install our storage. We've got the Patriot Viper VP4100 M.2 drive. Get that installed somewhere. We've also got a 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. Let's install that on the back here. Let's get some thermal paste on that CPU. We can go ahead and get our CPU block installed. Man, I need to do some custom builds. Got a bunch of stuff just sitting in the inventory. while we're at it, let's go ahead and get our radiator installed. Got the EVGA Coolstream SE 360 RGB. We'll get that installed up here at the front. We've also got an RGB reservoir. We'll get that installed. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and get our case fans in. Where are they here? We've got these InWind Polaris RGB fans. We're going to put 4 of those in. I apologize if the fast scrolling makes you sick. I just have way too many fans in my inventory. Just one more. Oh, that's a used one. That's the used one. There's a new one. There we go. Very nice. Let's go ahead and grab our GPU. We've got the GTX 1080 Ti from EVGA, water cooled, of course. Just grab our power supply. Got an EVGA Supernova 850 T2. Let's go ahead and get our PSU mount back on here, as well as the PCI lock. Let's unplug everything. We've got a back panel that goes on. Let's see, this dust filter goes to the front. We've got the front panel. I think that's good for now. Okay. Let's start cabling this thing up. Let's see. Let's use these plastic patterned cyan white cables. I think would look nice in this build. So we'll get everything cabled up. And then we'll get all of our tubing done. Then we'll be ready to power this thing on and see what it does. Let's get some piping though. Let's go for the clear. Let's use some white fittings. We'll go from there up to there. Pull this in a little tighter. There we go. Do that. Let's go from here over to the CPU block. What is happening? See if we can't make this look a little nice. I can live with that. Go from the block to the GPU, and then we can go from the GPU back to the reservoir. Maybe we can straighten this just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's get some coolant in. Go for some of this cyan. Get that running through. Oh. I think I piped it backwards. Oh well. I'm not going to change it now. Kind of okay with it. While that's pumping through, though, let's grab a USB drive. Get that put in there. Let's power this sucker on. Hop into the BIOS. Turn our XMP on. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. And let the OS install. There we go. Let's change some colors, and then we will be done. Get our lighting app on there. We don't really need to change the razor. We want everything static. Let's try to get something close. There we go. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's close this thing out. Let's get side panels put back on. We'll take a look at this thing, see what it looks like. There we go. I think that thing turned out really nice. I like that a lot. Let's get this thing out in the hallway. We can collect some money. All right. Start with grad ball. And this PC. And then the one we just built. Excellent. All right. You know what? Let's give Tim some more money. We haven't given Uncle Tim money in a while. Let's give him 20 grand. Now he wants 30 grand, of course. Of course he does. Now owns 75%. Got some daily deals. Speaking of daily deals, let's check on our PC Bay things we have up for sale. We're up to 705, 1909, and 2826. 2 days remaining. If you haven't seen the video where we built these, I'll put a link up in the right-hand corner. As for everyone else, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, wash your hands, and I will see you in the next episode.